Hi, it's storytelling time with Nonna. Hi, Maddie and Mia and Maisie. Nonna misses you guys. I'd also like to say hello to some other friends, some of your distant cousins, and a couple of my friends. Alizia from Florida, all the way from Pennsylvania to Florida, Pensacola. Hi, Alizia. Thanks for joining us for storytelling time. And Angie says hello from Pennsylvania. Anna and Brandy and Junior. Hi there. Hi in Livingston, Louisiana. And Angie says hi from Pennsylvania. Thanks for joining us. And a couple of other friends that I haven't seen in a while that I hope are watching. Gideon and Jules from Plum, PA. Hi. Miss you guys. Hope you're joining us. We're starting a series of classics this week, and this week we're going to be beginning with Disney's Bambi. And we're going to jump right in there. This is the story of a fawn who grew up to be the great prince of the forest. Bambi is the fawn. That's what you call a baby deer. And on the cover pages, we see a picture of Bambi and his friend Flower, the skunk, and Bambi and Thumper. Disney's Bambi. One spring morning, there was great excitement in the forest. Animals and birds hurried to welcome the new prince. His name was Bambi. He was the son of the noble stag, the great prince of the forest. When Bambi looked around, he saw happy, smiling faces. "They call me Thumper," said a friendly rabbit. Bambi smiled. It wasn't long before Bambi was ready to explore the forest with his best friend Thumper. Birds sang and fluttered over their heads. Thumper pointed at them and said, "Those are birds." Bambi repeated the word, bird. It was the day they all came to see the new prince, Bambi, and then he's getting old enough to explore the forest and talk. Bird, he practiced. Then a butterfly fluttered by and Bambi called out, "Bird!" "No," said Thumper with a giggle. "That's a butterfly." Bambi turned to a pretty flower and shouted, "Butterfly!" Thumper laughed. "No," he cried, "that's a flower." Bambi bent down to smell the flowers, and suddenly a small black and white head popped up from under the petals. "Flower," said Bambi again. Thumper laughed. "That's not a flower. He's a little—" "That's all right," said the little skunk shyly. "He can call me Flower if he wants to." They all became good friends. One morning, Bambi's mother took him to a new place, the wide open meadow. "You must never rush out," said Bambi's mother. "There are no trees or bushes to hide us." Bambi met another fawn. Her name was Feline. Bambi and Feline became friends too. Just then a group of stags charged across the meadow, led by the great prince, Bambi's father. He came to warn the deer that there was danger nearby and to run toward the trees. Later that day, Bambi asked his mother what the danger had been. "Man was in the forest," she told him. That's where he met Feline. Summer and autumn passed, and the weather grew colder. One morning, Bambi woke up to find that the world had turned white. Bambi's mother saw his surprise. "Why, it's snow," she said. "Winter has come." Bambi was amazed to find his friend Thumper sliding across the icy pond. "Come on, it's all right," cried Thumper. "Look, the water's stiff." Bambi rushed over to join him, but fell down onto his tummy with a thud. Thumper showed Bambi how to balance on the ice, and soon the young prince was gliding gracefully across the pond too. was fun at first, but as time passed, there was less and less food. Soon there was nothing to eat but the bark on the trees. When the air felt a little warmer, Bambi and his mother went to the meadow. There they hungrily ate a small patch of green grass that was peeking out of the snow. Suddenly, Bambi's mother looked up. She sniffed the air. "Quick, to the thicket," she ordered Bambi. "Faster!" Bambi raced across the meadow. Then there was a loud bang. "Faster, Bambi, don't look back," his mother shouted. As he ran, there was another loud bang. Terrified, Bambi kept running toward the forest. Home at last, Bambi turned to look for his mother. "Mother, where are you?" he called. There was no answer. "Mother, Mother!" The little fawn began to cry. Just then, Bambi's father appeared. "Your mother can't be with you anymore," he told Bambi gently. The great prince would now protect his son until he could look after himself. As the months passed, Bambi grew into a fine young stag. One spring day, all the birds were twittering and snuggling. "Humph," said a friend owl to Bambi and Thumper. "They're twitter-patted." Nearly everybody gets twitter-patted in the springtime. "It's not going to happen to me," Thumper said. "Me neither," Bambi agreed. Twitter-patted. Twitter-patted, meaning they found love. Minutes later, a lovely female rabbit hopped over to Thumper. He was delighted. Suddenly, twitter-patted. Twitter-patted, sighed Bambi as he went along through the trees. Bambi stopped to drink at the small pond. A small voice said, "Hello, Bambi." He turned around and he saw a beautiful female deer. It was Feline, his childhood friend. Feline leaned over and gently licked Bambi's face, and suddenly he became twitter-patted too. They're all in love. The warm days of spring and summer passed happily for Bambi and Feline. Early one autumn morning, Bambi was awakened by a strange smell. He left Feline sleeping in the forest and went to investigate. Bambi climbed to the top of a cliff. He could see smoke in the distance. Just then his father came up beside him. "It is man," said the great prince. "He is here again, and we must go deep into the forest. Hurry." Bambi rushed back to warn Feline. He found her trapped on a cliff ledge. A pack of angry hunting dogs were snapping at her heels. As Bambi rushed at the snarling dogs, Feline managed to escape, and she ran toward the river. Bambi fought off the dogs and turned to follow Feline, and suddenly he heard a loud bang. He felt a terrible pain in his shoulder and fell to the ground. Bambi was too weak to move. Though he saw the flames coming toward him, the forest was on fire. "Get up, Bambi," a voice called out. "You must get up. Come with me." Bambi opened his eyes. He saw his father beside him. The young prince struggled to his feet and followed his father through the burning forest. Eventually, the two stags came to a huge waterfall and jumped. They jumped down and fell to the water below. Bambi and his father waded through the water and headed toward the island. Feline, along with many other animals and birds, had already found their shelter there. Safe on the island, the forest creatures watched helplessly as the fire destroyed their homes. Then, when the fire finally burned out, the animals returned to the forest. See Bambi and his father jumping down, 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 way down. on the island watching the forest burn. Finally, it burned out and they returned. And after another long, hard winter, spring arrived. New grass and flowers grew where the fire had been. The forest was beautiful once again. One warm morning, Thumper and Flower spread some wonderful news. Bambi and Feline had a family. All the animals and birds came to see Feline and her 2 new baby fawns. Bambi, everybody gathered because Bambi and Feline, they had 2 babies, twins. Standing nearby was their proud father, Bambi, the new great prince of the forest. Look at the little family. The end. Thanks for joining us on another time of storytelling with Nonna and Nanny and Aunt Angie and Miss Angie. See you guys next week, and we'll be continuing our series of classics with Dumbo. So if you have any requests, just make your comments below. Ask Mom and Dad to help if you don't have access to the computer. So see you guys next week. Love you all. Bye, Maddie and Mia and Daisy.